Well, it was pretty special. We weren't sure we were going to get this interview at first when we were working on the agenda. We just got it at the last minute. We got to meet essentially an elected official. She's responsible for the relationships between Canada and Estonia, and is essentially an elected member of the legislature.
So we're here in the Parliament building, correct? And your role has been to kind of be that person that has the friendship between Canada and Estonia. I mean, I'm kind of boiling it down pretty simple, but maybe a little bit more about that, yeah.
Yes, hello, my name is Liisa Pakosta. I'm a member of Estonian Parliament and I'm head of the Estonian Parliament Canada Friendship Group. And as I have also 5 kids, so I know a little bit about education, not so much about computers. My kids are much better than I am.
There's a lot of electronic gear here.
Much more downstairs.
Much more downstairs. And I think all the voting is done electronically. Am I right?
Yeah, and all the signatures are done electronically, all the documents move electronically, and all the law amendments are done electronically.
Does that mean there's less people here physically sometimes for bills? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's streaming live.
All people in Estonia can follow the actual process of laws, law amendments throughout history. So it's all in an electronic database, and they can just search by one word what has ever been said in whatever law about this or that thing, or what have been the amendment, or why this or that amendment has been rejected, for example. Estonia, we are a very small nation. We are only 1.3 million. And so we have to really preserve our culture, our language. That's the main target. So how can we do this? Yeah, of course, we have to know foreign languages, but we have to be present everywhere. Pushing the information technology was one of the very first targets of regaining the independence after the Soviet occupation. And because our economy is small, we don't have gas or oil or such things. So the only thing we can keep our economy going is to use our brains, and with the help of computers. So we see computers either in economy or in schools just only as a mechanism to do something. The main thing is what can be done through that. For example, if we use e-school, so it's just a tool. The main thing is that I can, as a parent, I can at once see when my daughter or son has missed one lesson and I can call him or her, where are you, what happened? Or I can follow the marks, I can follow the comments by the teachers. So before my kids come home, I already have a perfect picture of what has happened in the school. But the main idea is that it's the way to survive.
It's truly amazing for us, just taking a look, and for the first time in the country as well, what was accomplished in just a little over 20 years. And it's, I think, the strength of the vision that the government seems to have laid out. And I'd be curious to hear, like IT is at the core of the economic development strategy.
Yes.
But it also allowed all kinds of other things to flourish. And one of the pieces that we've learned a lot about is e-government. People
can actually send in via email, or there is a special also way to do it, like very easily through internet. Parliament gets these amendments, and we actually go through all of them.
The other piece that was very interesting was the partnership approach. Your government managed to stay very small and nimble, your civil service, and partners with the private sector to develop a lot of these solutions. And that was fascinating to us.
Much more comes from the fact that we are so small.
Okay.
So you have to trust each other to go forward. We can't allow us very much bureaucracy. And that is also the reason why I think the most widely used thing is the e-signature.
Yes.
So that you actually can start a company, you can buy a house or sell a house or buy a car just without leaving your computer, and it is very secure.
What's been interesting when we go into schools is that kids are thought about that. So essentially, teachers teach them about internet security, teach them how to use the tools, and it's very much integrated.
So this is really a topic: how to protect children from. We know how to protect children when they go out to the street,
right.
But now this is a new thing, and it's not only school teachers but also the parents are taught. There is a lot of study materials in the internet, but also there are courses for parents who are interested in the topics. And what is maybe the most convenient thing, we have e-police. So if you feel that you are in a way embarrassed or something is done wrong in the internet, the kids, the parents, the just normal grown-ups, whoever, can write to the e-police, and then the police is handling this thing, what has happened in the internet. Our goal is higher salaries for people.
Right.
So simple.
Yeah.
As I said, the national resources, we have very beautiful forests, but that's it. So in order to get higher salaries, better living standard, and to keep this nature that we have, then you have to be fluent in ITC. So that's the goal. We hope that we will double within 7 years the number of people working in the ICT, that we will have more and more companies writing programs or helping worldwide other people. So that's one of the very important sectors in the economy. And of course, yeah, you have to start from the kindergarten or at least from the ground school to do all this. So we hope people to be able to read and write. You start from the kindergarten or from the first classes in the school. That's exactly the same when you have to write with ones and zeros. There is, at the present moment, we see that people are leaving from Estonia to Finland, for example, and the numbers are not small. So, because the salary level in Finland is much higher than it's in Estonia, our response to this is that, very good, okay, please go and learn there, but please come back. So we have to be open. So the way to keep people involved is, there are many methods, but we allow dual citizenship. So you can, for example, vote for the parliament, and you can do it from Canada via internet. You can be active in the society, and you can actually be a global businessman living in a small forest house in Estonia. So we can offer beautiful nature, very healthy living conditions, no big national catastrophes, but the good business environment, honest government. You can openly see all the data, all the things going. So and a good tax system, so which is favorable for the businesses.
We had students in grade 2 that were programming robots on Mindstorm, and in grade 3 we had students using a game developer to write games that can run on the Xbox, and also doing some stuff on the mobile devices. And what was really interesting was to see them. The teachers were very engaged, very passionate about it, but you also saw mentoring happening. Students helping students, students working together, collaborating, solving problems.
You mentioned a very important thing. It's not only just that you sit with a computer or a tablet and working with this. Much more important is the cooperation that the kids are really doing with each other, how they make teams, how they work together. That's actually the main goal. Then the ICT comes on the second as a second importance.
Just a tool.
Yeah, it's just a tool. So the whole education. We have a new school program, and the main goal of it is the social competitiveness, how you communicate with each other, how you solve problems, how you can be more creative. We have studied very much from Finland, from New Zealand, which have been the leading countries in education reforms, and we really try to push more this social part of schools, how you feel, how you solve the problems, how you how you put your goals yourself. Teachers do not have they are not obliged to follow absolutely the same curriculum for each and one student in the class. But with the help of ICT, they can very easily make it more personal. Yeah, you get the same target, but you can use different ways to come there. Absolutely. And each child can use their own time schedule. So what is more and more used is that there is 5 weeks. Classes say that we would like to be there and there after 5 weeks. And now with the help of these study materials in internet or in tablets or what they can use in different ways, each child or each pupil can put his own goals or her own goals and find in the end they are just sharing their results. Oh, I got this, I got that within this topic.
You know, when they came out of the Russian occupation, independence, maintaining that independence and maintaining the pride of place, maintaining the language, the culture, everything tied back to the economy. And they absolutely needed to find their niche and a way to grow themselves and maintain that independence. And that was technology. I mean, they had a core there left over from the Russian occupation of IT engineers. They didn't have natural resources. They had a bit, you know, they had the port, but that wasn't big enough. And they needed to find the next big thing. And they identified information technology as that big thing. And the way, I think exactly she said it, is she pointed to the brain and says, that's where, you know, the growth will be happening. It's by using Estonia's brain power to essentially create a knowledge economy from scratch.